Hello, my crystal friends. We're going to be assembling a Christmas themed crystal grid today. You don't always have to assemble a crystal grid that's doing something for you. You can just take a whole bunch of pretty colored crystals and put them together in a colorful theme if that's something you'd like to do, and that's what we're going to do today. Now I'm going to go through each of these stones and tell you what they are good for, just so you know, just for information. But yeah, today we're just going to be basing this off of color. We're going to be starting though with an enchanted crystal grid that is green to get into the festive motif here. All right, and then some of the things we're going to be using today, the green stones, a couple of them are going to be malachite. Now this particular piece is a raw piece of malachite. It looks fuzzy, and a friend gave me this from Michigan, but a lot of raw malachite is almost like bubbly, and it's not until you polish it when you see those circular formations that are so notorious with what malachite looks like. But I like this one because it's unique. The malachite, for me, is good for arthritis and inflammation. It's green, so it's good for any problem of the heart chakra. But yeah, inflammation is why I usually am using this or carry it. We're also going to be using quite a bit of green Aventurine. This is a polished piece that's been polished into a little orb. Green Aventurine is a stone of opportunity, and it's a stone of luck, so if you are going to be out gambling, you might want to just sneak a piece into your pocket. You might have better winnings that night, and it is a stone that I like to carry with me when I go hunting. Transitioning into our red stones is bloodstone. Now this is a pyramid, but our other pieces today are going to have a lot of red in it, and bloodstone is green with red throughout it. The ones I have today I'm using for the red pieces because I didn't have a whole lot of red stones in my collection to choose from. But bloodstone is good for any kind of blood disorder, anemia, and with it being green and red, it is also good for any problems having to do with your heart chakra. Now the rest of the red stones are going to be red jasper. This is a nice little raw piece. This is what it looks like polished. A nice little polished orb here. Red jasper is good for bullying, domestic violence, or any kind of threat, outside threat to you emotionally or physically. So that's what red jasper is good for. The last stones I'm going to be using are, I'm going to incorporate some white ones, are Howlite. This one's pretty new, and I just talked about this recently. Howlite is a good calming stone. It's good for insomnia. All right, those are all the pieces we're going to be using today. Now let's get assembling. We are going to start off our Christmas grid with this nice Jasper pyramid as our center point. We're going to be building in the middle, going outward. Let's see, next I want to place these little Aventurines that are shaped and they're flat on the bottom. Next, just where these lines intersect. Oh, there we are. I thought I was going to be one short. Which I have said before, if you're short a stone or need to fill in, you can use selenite or just a clear quartz if that was a problem. Okay, so I think next we're going to put green stones here. And we have two different kinds. I talked about malachite. This is what a polished malachite looks like. Put that one here. And this one, you can see more of those circular patterns I was telling you about. Oh, right, yeah, there's a good view. Right there. We're going to use 2 more green Aventurines. Just like that. And now I've got 2 Jasper orbs that we are going to use these little plastic rings to help hold in place. Or they'll be rolling all over the place. I talked about using bloodstones. These are the bloodstones I'm using that have more red in it. This one's almost completely red. And this one's got a dark reddish hue to it. Because I really just didn't have that many red stones. Gonna have to get some. If you have any redstone ideas for me and you are a fellow crystal lover, leave it down below. Alright, we're going to put these other red Jaspers out on the square tips. Where should we put these? How about kind of out here in between where those 2 where the squares intersect towards the outside of this. And these are our Howlite chips. Which I didn't use a whole lot, but here recently I got a Howlite in one of my subscription boxes. And I remembered I had them, and boy, they've been useful. It is fun to rediscover some items in your collection. Okay, that looks good. For this one, we're going to activate it. Oh, let me put this in my right hand. This is a little Jasper point. I could have used this in the middle, or I've decided just to activate my grid with it, since we do have a lot of Jasper in here. So I'm going to start from the middle. And even though we have a mishmash of stones here, we're still going to draw in some energy from it, so we might as well go ahead and activate it properly. And then I go up. And there is our Christmas grid. Thank you for joining me today, and if you like these kind of crystal videos, please like and subscribe, and I will see you in my next grid video. Bye!